Welcome to Knights of Roleplay, an adventuring podcast. This is an actual play 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Royalty-free music provided by Kevin MacLeod, Plate Mail Games, and Tabletop Audio. And now, to adventure. Hello and welcome. My name is Chris Buckner. I'm the primary Dungeon Master for Knights of Roleplay and Adventuring podcast. As our adventure begins, that's my daughter. As our adventure begins, it is stardate 1109.82. The party is on the elemental plane of water in a violent storm. After finding the ancient spelljamming ship known as the Spelljammer, it hit the party's galleon with a beam of energy that blew a hole through the hull. The galleon broke apart, sending the party into the storm-tossed sea. So adventurers, having just entered the water, you come up for air and see another beam of energy go shooting overhead, in a different direction than where your galleon was previously located. The beam fires again and again as you try to get your bearings. As you ride the waves up and down, you continuously lose sight of the Spelljammer, but only momentarily. Even at the bottom of the waves, you still see the beams of energy shooting overhead. How would you like to proceed?
That's how I proceed.
Head towards the Spelljammer. If there's a way to, like, a ladder, a landing dock, like something where we can try.
You are 200 feet away from the Spelljammer.
Okay. I'd say swim towards it.
Well, it's gonna be our. That's probably gonna be our best.
I assume that's what you would do, but you never know.
Right.
So I just wanted to give you a chance to do something.
To check the wording on
vamp
something.
The wings. She already used them, so.
Where is it?
Did I miss?
There we are.
You need
You go like 30 feet.
You can only go 30
door.
feet with this.
Dimension door would get the job done. And, you could take
I think I
somebody
dropped
with
that
you.
spell.
Yeah.
It would be funny though, like, to see you just
Situational.
teleport in the
Very
waves.
useful in the right situations. Being able to take a buddy is important. It's a good rescue spell.
I've got extra. I'll give it a try. I reach in my backpack and I pull out a personal atmosphere.
Oh, we
Okay.
have those.
No, I have one too.
Yeah.
Huh?
And
I'm sure you all have them.
yeah, I've got it. And turn it on. I'm hoping that will, at the very least, help me float.
No, it does not.
No.
Didn't-
You,
It doesn't do anything.
we all have water breathing
We all
because you're a
have water
spell.
breathing.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Did I
We
do-
all
Yeah, you
we
gave us
had
a
this
little
whole big
gadget.
to-do about making sure everyone could breathe underwater before we left for this plane.
You gave
that
us
was
a little
weeks ago.
gadget.
What do I
You
remember?
gave us a really cool gadget.
Just in case we ended up in nothing
The
but
dream.
water.
It made Matisse sound like Darth Vader when she was breathing. And yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was John's idea.
Yeah,
It probably,
pretty sure it was.
it probably was because it sounds like a good idea, but that doesn't mean I remember it.
Pretty sure it was John's spell.
At Sigil.
Pretty sure it was.
Right. It is. That's right.
Pretty
It's a
sure it was
spell.
Strax that did it. Strax that thought of it. Strax that insisted we go get the parts for it. Strax that performed the ritual. Strax that did it for us all.
Well, why
So
does
you're
Strax-
saying
That sat us all
Strax.
down and put it all on us.
Well, what makes you think that I would remember that? If Strax did all that.
Strax. Dum Dum of the universe.
That's right. It's,
Ooh, that was good. Ouch. I'm going to give you a round of applause for that. Because that was just...
I'm going to give you the Betty Crocker cheer. Crummy, crummy, crummy.
Oh, see, I thought this was going to happen. Like
My tummy, tummy.
That's right. The
Old Boy Scout thing.
Yes,
All right.
it sounds like a Boy Scout. I was going to say that's a Boy Scout cheer. There's no
Yeah.
question.
And preview.
Okay. All right.
So you're still bombing up and down in the water.
So, okay, so the personal atmosphere didn't help. All right. So,
Head
anyway,
towards-
Yeah.
I'm trying to...
let's go.
towards the ship.
Do I have a spell?
So people are
For
swimming.
lack of
Yeah.
anything else
Okay.
to do.
Jamie will do the backstroke.
I had no idea what kind of shenanigans you might try to pull out of your butt, so I was just...
I do the doggy paddle.
We've got a
All
lot
right.
of creativity, but not
So,
so much.
Janie, what are you wearing for armor? Probably nothing, right?
I don't think I'm wearing armor.
Okay. Arvine, what are you wearing for armor? Is it light, medium, or heavy?
Studded leather, so light, I think.
Can you double check
Yeah,
on
I'll
it?
double check.
I think you're right, but Strax, what are you wearing?
I'm pretty sure I'm wearing medium.
Medium armor.
Heavy.
And Greg's wearing, and Matisse is
I have a
wearing
robe of stars on.
Heavy.
Yeah, light armor.
light armor. Okay, light, medium, heavy, and none.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
So,
have mage armor
Yeah.
on.
mean, I'll help Matisse.
I got you.
It's magic.
I would try to help people who look like they're getting bogged down.
So what I need everyone to do is you are going to basically try to swim, I'm assuming, unless you tell me otherwise, to the closest possible point you can get to, which is the port fin
Okay.
of the ship. That's the closest spot to you.
Okay.
Swimming across that distance is about 200 feet of really, really rough water. So I need everyone to make a strength athletics check for me, please.
Okay.
And I will go around the table. Just hold your result in your head, and I'll go around the table.
Okay.
Holding it in my mind. Who wants to play tonight?
Who wants to play?
Who wants to be nice to me? Because Janie is not strong of body.
No, and Strax must have bruised himself when he landed in the water.
All right, so Janie, what'd you get?
Natural 20,
Okay,
which is a 20.
that's good.
She has no modifier.
12.
Okay, so keep in mind that you succeeded.
Okay.
Okay, and Arvine got 12, and she is in light armor. Okay, so you succeeded.
Okay.
Strax,
Come back to me.
come back to you. Matisse,
15.
15 in heavy armor. Okay, so you failed. So I got success, unknown, failed. So I got to wait for John to figure out what Strax is doing.
And don't forget to roll for your puppy. And GH88 is in the
Alright.
hole,
Can
right?
He's in the bag.
By the way, did you fix GH88? Because I thought you could
Can't
use
do
a
that
spell. I thought you could use a spell slot to do that on a short rest.
I wasn't gonna. I could burn a spell slot, and he comes back after a minute. Or I could just cast a whole bunch of mending.
So did you do that on the short rest?
Get back to me in a minute. I'm
Roger,
mathing
Roger.
this.
Do your thing.
Let me do my
He's
thing.
waiting on John.
Do your thing.
Stop distracting him.
Because I rolled a 1 on the die. So I'm trying to see if I got anything. I mean, I get 5 more out of my Flash of Genius, and
I could help
Pride.
you.
Where is my saving face? There it is. Give me 5 more out of saving face.
There's no assisting for advantage in this particular situation.
Well, I could use better luck.
Do you have inspiration?
That you could do. Yes.
Oh, bending is good, and he's got his hobgoblin.
Oh, good point. I do have my inspiration.
Yeah.
Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah.
I will burn
Use
my
your
inspiration.
first.
Yeah, I will use my inspiration first.
I should probably do that.
Yeah, you can do that, Greg.
All right.
Better. 10.
All right, so
10,
let's
that's 13.
roll.
I still don't like that number, so I will save face.
There you go.
Oh, 13.
That is
That gives me 18.
23.
23.
Nice.
Okay, so you succeed, Greg.
18.
Thank God.
It's a lot. There's a lot of storm around here. I don't know if 18. Yeah, I'll burn that Flash of Genius to give me a grand total of 23.
Okay. So everyone succeeds.
Okay.
So what that means is that you basically swim through the storm-tossed sea, and once you actually get to the far end of that port fin, the people who made their saving throws suffer 2 levels of exhaustion.
Oof.
I was getting pretty winded, but I was going to let Matisse beat me to there.
2 levels of
If
exhaustion.
anybody had failed, they would have had 3 levels of exhaustion.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
That would have been really bad.
That's 2 levels is not good.
You swim in
it's
very, very rough
workable.
seas in a storm, most of you in some kind of armor.
Well,
it's a long
especially me.
ways.
It's a good thing I have +5 to strength.
Disadvantage on ability checks, and our speed is halved.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Let's see, exhaustion 2. Yeesh. Okay.
So you get to the fin, and you climb up on top of it, and you are now at the very end, and you can see maybe 100 feet from you. There's some kind of a structure, and the beam of energy seems to be shooting randomly from that structure.
Well, get us out of this rain. I would say we go to the structure. Let's go in there.
I mean, the rest of the ship is obviously, if you keep going beyond the structure, the rest of the ship is there, but that's the closest object to you on on the ship right now.
I hesitate. Yeah, we can go to the
course you
structure.
do.
Hopefully there's a way to go inside. No, I'm not hesitating to go towards it at all.
Okay.
I'm saying we shouldn't destroy the weapon that's defending the ship because it seems like it's shooting at something else that might be important. So-
Where did your mind go to start thinking about destroying the weapon?
Because I know you, Strax.
I wasn't going to destroy the weapon. That's a great weapon. We're keeping it. Let's go.
Does anybody have the whatever we need to get into this ship with them out so that we can hopefully gain access?
The tablet was in the bag of holding.
I still got
You
the
can
bag.
bring it out. It's better to keep it safe for as long as possible, though. We don't want it to get knocked overboard.
I don't think we know that that's a key to the ship, just that it
No.
locates it.
No. Based on what you can see from where you're standing, basically like the city structure part of the ship, it's just like in the open.
Okay.
So if you walk far enough along this fin, you will just walk into like the city proper,
Maybe we could
essentially.
just head
I wanna
towards
get
the
out of this
city
rain.
and
My fur's
maybe
all
there's
soggy.
An inn. We clearly
Janie
need to
just
rest.
starts walking towards the laser beam.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going. Yeah.
The light.
Well, I guess we'll have to follow them.
Okay, so you start to head in the direction of that structure where the beam is shooting from. And about 20 feet as you're walking, the beam seems to stop. You get to maybe about like 50 feet, and then you see creatures coming out of the structure
Okay.
and running in your direction.
Okay.
And they seem to like spread out along the fin.
Okay.
And
Can I get a good? Can I see what the creatures look like from where we are? Is it still?
you can make a perception check.
All right.
Anybody can make a perception check if you want.
Average.
Okay.
They're only about 50 feet from you right now.
What does our being see with her
I don't make
stupidly
it.
high 24?
It is heavy rain.
18.
18,
My passive 24.
passive
Yeah,
24,
my passive. Which is
Passive.
14.
14,
13.
13. Okay. So for Strax and for Matisse, the distance isn't very far, but there's so much heavy rain that you can make out some sort of a medium humanoid type of creature. For Janie and for Arvine, you can see a somewhat amphibian-looking creatures. They have spears, and they are basically spreading out and basically sort of coming in around you in sort of like a semicircle.
Amphibian, you say?
Amphibian, yeah. Yep.
So what?
Okay.
I can't tell what they are.
So they get up to about 30 feet.
They look lizardy.
Okay.
Oh, we've talked with lizards
Yeah.
before.
All
They
right.
get up to about 30 feet, and you can Strax and Matisse, you can get a better look at them, and you generally make out, you can kind of see like fins on the side of the head, and Janie and Arvine, like you can see like some of the coloration in their skin. You know, it's like a greenish color, and they look again just very amphibian. They have some like primitive weapons on them, spears and sort of like tribal accoutrements, I guess you could say. You know, nothing really. They're not carrying like laser swords or laser weapons or anything like that. And you think that they probably have similar difficulty seeing through the rain. And when they get within 30 feet of you, like one of them screams and shouts.
Were they the ones shooting at us?
And then they all start rushing towards you, obviously going to attack you. So
Okay.
we're going to roll initiative right here.
Time to
Can I hold up the
fight.
staff of Adder and see if it triggers anything?
You can do that on your turn. You're going to roll initiative though.
Ooh, that's good.
Oh boy.
Oh, of course, galloping music as they're running towards us.
Who says it's galloping?
Sounds like galloping.
It is Sahagin running music.
So our speed is.
So before I get your initiative, I'm gonna set up the battle mat, which I'm using the Loki Battle Mats Sci-Fi book of battle mats.
Hidden behind the curtain.
Yep, it's the giant book of sci-fi battle mats from Loki.
Could we understand what the one creature said?
Let me get back to you on that.
Hold, please. Your call is important to us.
We're being attacked by Kermits.
Heard of it?
The minis are actually Kuatoa, but the creatures are Sahagin.
I got to make a decision about GH88. What did I would have at very least have mended up SDO1. So that's easy enough to do. But would I have burned a spell slot to get GH88 back up and running?
No.
Honestly, probably not. I want to keep my spell slots. He's cool and all, but he's... But I'll wait until I can fix him up properly.
You still got a guy back there.
Oh, I do. Got me a guy.
Got you a guy. He was a good guy. Or is he a bad guy?
Too bad my commune with nature is not going to work.
Picture lady.
Circumstance.
Instagram lady.
And then it starts to sound like an 80s cheese fest.
Okay, so I got the battle mat set up with my
This guy's
Kuatoa
butt
substituting for Sahagin minis. My dice.
And
My dice. I need my
hand's
dice.
Going like this.
Question is, are these guys benign or are these like aggressive?
They're attacking
Well,
us.
they're attacking
Right,
us.
well,
I think
at the same
benign has
time,
gone
we'll
out
kill
the window
everybody
with the
here.
attack.
I think this is a great welcome party.
On your languages, it says Sahagin.
great.
So if you speak Sahagin,
do
then
not.
yes, you know what they are. Then you know what they're saying.
You mean Kate didn't know that there was going to be Sahagin in this campaign?
Way to not min-max, Kate.
I think
There
there's
feels-
something obscure like deep speech.
There
on
feels
my
like there's a
character,
joke
actually.
there
What do I
somewhere.
have?
Quite
Yeah,
literally.
abyssal celestial common deep speech and thieves can't. That's-
All right, so let's get some initiative, starting with Janie.
You ready for this?
I am.
19.
All right.
Wow.
What? Didn't you
Janie's-
just say that JD never gets above like a 4 just this afternoon?
And Arlene,
23.
23.
Almost in teeth. Almost.
And Strax,
18.
18.
He's ready to throw hands.
It's like, finally, we're done swimming.
And Matisse,
21.
And a fight.
21.
Ooh.
Careful there,
Like it
Greg.
hurt.
We were warned by the Fire Oracle that other hostile parties might have the ship, right?
Well, they might not be hostile.
That's the thing I'm worried. Well, they're attacking us, right? It doesn't bode
right,
well,
but they don't know who we are.
Yeah.
As far
I
as
bet they're the ones shooting the beam at us.
they're concerned, we're invading. They're, you know,
We need to talk to somebody and make them understand that we come in peace, then there's a greater threat.
Okay. Setting up the initiative board.
Set phasers to stunning.
yes. I can't even boo that.
I'm just gonna send you a bunch of pictures of my hand like this.
Nice. Oh man, I'm hungry.
Making Strax dance.
I hear a baby.
Baby in the background.
Don't make him move too much, he'll get blurry.
Chris, can you do me a favor and make sure the lights are all the way up?
Sure.
And drive back.
Don't want them all the way up.
It's all the way up, honey.
Yeah, they actually don't get that bright.
You can take your hand away. Awesome.
Possums.
The light
Okay.
actually glares off the battle mat.
So the initiative order is Arvine, Asmar Fighter Rogue, Matisse, Diva Paladin,
Yay.
Sahagin, Janie, Kalashtar Sorceress, Strax, Hobgoblin Artificer Fighter.
Oh man.
Wow, everybody rolled high.
Okay. So we start off.
I'm still spitting up water.
Still spitting up water.
Well, keep in mind our movement is halved.
it is up to you, John, if you want to say that you revived GH88 during the short rest, because you had the option, as far as I know.
It would have required that I burn a spell slot, and I don't want to do that right now. I'll
Okay.
wait for a long rest.
Okay, just giving you the option. Okay. All right, so top of round 1, fighting on the port fin of the legendary Spelljammer vessel against some Sahagin, who apparently were in a tower shooting a laser and managed to hit their ship when they were in the water.
Okay.
the party's galleon.
So what, you're admitting that they're the ones that shot at us? Oh, they're definitely going down.
They came out of the tower where the laser beam was shooting.
Could have just been defenders,
Yeah.
though. You don't know, right?
Too bad. They burned my ship.
Your ship.
It was my ship.
So, Arvine,
I was captain of that
Asimar
ship.
Fighter Row, top of round 1.
Kind of rushes past the others as slowly as she can and says, try not to kill them till we get more answers. And she's going to take up this post right here in the middle and, kind of a placating gesture, say, please, we came here in peace. Let's try to talk. We don't want to hurt you, but she is going to have the laser swords at the ready, just at her sides, and she is going to ready that if someone attacks her, she will attack them.
Okay. So they are activated and they're on. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, it's a good thing you probably went before Strax then.
Okay.
Yes,
So then
it is, in fact.
we're on to Matisse, Diva Paladin.
I will also hold my action until approached.
You are readying a melee attack in case somebody
Yes.
attacks you. Okay.
Laser sword.
Laser sword. What did I say?
A melee
Nothing.
attack.
It's the same thing. Okay. All right. So
Send a bunch of these to Terry.
then the Sahagin are going to attack a somewhat exhausted party. So let's see. John or Greg, could you move that Sahagin there up to Strax? That's good.
He's going to hug you.
So
With his spear.
let's see here.
Maximum hugging.
Good to meet you too. Blam.
First, it tries to.
Hunt shot
It
first.
opens up its mouth, tries to take a bite out of you.
Oh no.
Oh, they're biters. I hate biters.
Bitey.
Cool.
Frogs don't have.
Fighters aren't
supposed to
fighters.
have
AC 10 is
teeth.
probably not going to do it.
Probably not going to do it.
Okay. So then it has a spear with it, and it tries to jab you with a spear. Spear.
I'm going to assume that they're
Ugh. AC 11.
That's not quite going to do it either.
All right, you're done.
You're fired.
All right. And then the other one will move up to SDO1. Yep. Try to bite SDO1. AC 27. That's better.
Oh man.
Yeah, that makes it.
Okay. SDO1 takes 2 piercing damage from that bite.
Oh no.
Ouch.
And then Sahagin tries to poke SDO1 with a spear.
So Hagen needs more iron in his diet.
That is AC 18
That'll do it.
Boo.
for minimum damage again. 2
Doink.
minimum damage
Doink.
clanging off of SDO1's hide.
SEO1 just looks at him quizzically. Huh?
Could you guys slide the map just a little bit out that way?
No.
Slide
Oh,
your
Pretty
butt.
please. Thank you. Okay. All right. Let's see, who is who there? Okay. Yeah, that one, Greg. Move that one up on to Arvine.
Gotta pick a square.
Okay. All right, so that creature goes to attack you.
Okay. Alright, so she'll attack first. Yay.
Tries to bite, and you defensively bring your laser swords up.
Right. I just need to double check one thing here in features and traits. Hang on.
Yes, you can sneak attack it.
I'm not sure because I've got other things within 5 feet of me. But they're my allies.
Yeah, an ally is within 5 feet of him. You can sneak attack.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay.
Me, 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 me,
Yeah, yeah,
me, me, me.
Thank you, John.
Me?
I was thinking about this watch.
Pa, 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 pa.
Alright, so okay, I'll do 20.
Aggressive.
8.
Very aggressive. Music's very aggressive.
It's very orchestral.
Aggressive.
Beat, aggressive.
Ooh, wow. Well, her
maybe
to
Chompy.
hit is pretty darn high at this point. Does AC 15 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay, Chompy.
All right. Oh, lovely. Minimum damage. On that, at least. So, 6. 10.
Congratulations, you are now Froggy. Froggy.
20.
Frogger.
All right. 28 magical force damage.
28 magical force. Okay.
Dead.
Negative.
Oh. Bloody?
Negative.
Oh. Not so jumpy.
Right.
Killed Pete.
Oh, well, I couldn't have done that. And ready is a reaction, right?
Correct.
It uses reaction?
Correct,
Okay.
yep.
So that's good to know, too. Because it means I can't use my uncanny dodge. It means I couldn't have used my sentinel.
Technically, he moved within shot of Matisse, too. Right?
Oh, yeah, he did.
Yes, but I thought Matisse specified if he got attacked.
I did say that.
Oh, I wasn't.
Okay.
I just knew you readied. Sorry.
It's all right. I think he'll get his chance.
I think so, too.
So the one in the center there casts magic missile targeting Janie.
Oh.
Oh, a caster? That's unfortunate.
Now, if somebody had a brooch of shielding,
Has that something in Sahagin?
Or shield.
or shield.
Or mage armor.
No, mage armor doesn't cancel it, but it's still.
Okay.
I do have counterspell.
You can try that. I think the range is like
Potentially
60
intimidate,
feet.
though.
At level 1, that's an automatic.
Yeah? Depending on what level you cast it at, right?
True.
Yeah, I will cast counterspell at 3rd level.
Okay. So how does that work again?
So I cast. It's a reaction.
Right. I got that.
I attempt to interrupt the creature in the process of casting a spell. If the creature is casting a spell of 3rd level or lower, the spell fails.
Okay.
If it's casting a spell 4th level or higher, it makes an ability check using... I make an ability check using my spell casting ability. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level.
Okay. So it is using a level 3 spell slot.
So if it's 3rd level or lower, it automatically fails.
Okay. So the magic missiles come out and they go shooting over toward Janie, and
they go-
Janie waves her staff, and her magic interrupts it. There's like this little explosion of energy as the magic missiles dissipate,
Nice.
and then
I was kind of shocked.
Oh, did you,
that's a Hagen to his left, to the
Oh.
caster's left.
Wild
Oh,
magic.
wild surge. Sorry. Yeah, go. You move it up on yourself.
I did not wild search.
Okay, and then you may
calling
take
him
an attack
bees.
as it attempts to attack you.
I wonder if that would scare them.
Oh,
He did an action, so I'm giving him a letter.
okay. Caster B.
Caster B.
B for biatch.
Yep.
23 to hit.
23 hits.
I think it's a pretty good hit. Yep.
One of those is max.
Sarah, would you mind putting a marker on that little dude in
Yes,
front of
I
Matisse?
would.
I did hit it at 15 so far as AC tracker goes.
Who is tracking?
Me, apparently.
I think you're the only one with the pen and paper out, so.
Yeah.
20.
Nice.
20, and what is the letter on that one, Sarah?
C.
C.
Si, senor.
Okay.
Attack number 2.
That's senor
No,
frog.
no.
Si.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah,
That was
'cause
my
it's ready.
reaction.
You only
That's
get
your action.
one. Yep.
Okay, so it tries to bite you. Bitey, bite. Ooh.
You're not hungry.
AC 10.
That's
Miss.
Try to bite. Sorry, try to spear. AC 16, though. Probably not going to get you. AC is too high. All right. And then...
Blade armor.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, so that one next to you, Sarah, can get up to Matisse as well.
Here or here?
Right there. Yep. Okay.
I like them actually facing.
That one will try to bite you, Matisse.
The fact that this one's like got its back toward you is really driving me nuts.
Is he 27?
that will hit.
This thinks of a lot of
2 piercing.
movement, actually. I'm gonna look at how far they're.
Yeah.
Try to spear you.
30, 35.
AC 20.
That will miss.
Ooh. High AC on Matisse.
It's 20 or 21.
5, 10,
21.
15, 20, 25, 30. that last one there is going to have to double move.
Okay.
It will get behind Matisse.
Oh.
Lovely. Free hugs.
It's gonna
But
spear
it double
Arvine in the
moved,
bum.
so hopefully it can't.
Yeah, double moved. Yeah, it doesn't do anything else. So that is the Sahagin. Now we are on to Janie Kalashtar, Sorceress.
Hold, please. Your sorceress is taking pictures.
Might not be worth it.
No problem.
I gotta take pictures of the surrounded Matisse. Alrighty. Well, they successfully moved in a way that I can't just fireball them all.
Oh, you guys should have disadvantage on those ability checks with perception. Not that it really mattered that much.
Nah.
I didn't do anything with a check.
Well,
But we must be
passive,
technically
but
correct.
still have
Yeah, your passive is still high enough.
ridiculous.
It's still
yeah.
fine. It's still fine.
Fireball would get potentially the caster in 3, but that's not all of them. And it might be overkill.
That caster wanted to come after me with magic missiles, so
True that.
I'm gonna just, for flavor's sake, I'm gonna rip a star off my robe and
Okay.
shoots off a magic missile. Level 5.
Noise.
Save your spell
Like,
slots.
I'll see your missiles and raise you more
So that
missiles.
is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Mage fight, mage fight.
Yes. They can occupy each other.
So I'm going after Lizard B.
Going after the caster, yep.
Yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12,
Tit for
14,
tat.
17, 18.
19
Like this?
plus 7. 26. Force damage.
It waves its tribal staff, and the shield comes up, and all that magic missiles hit off the shield.
Good guy, shield. Hey, you're making him burn resources.
It's
Okay.
true. Mage fight, mage fight!
With that being said, I will then burn 2 sorcery points to quicken spell and cast Firebolt. Attempt Firebolt.
You could do a leveled spell. You used a magic item. You didn't cast a spell.
That's true. I did.
Nice.
Oh my gosh. And he already used his reaction.
You did?
Keep in mind, though,
Right,
that
that's the end of the turn.
shield lasts till end of turn.
That's true.
He hit him
It's
with
still
more magic
glowing there above
missile,
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
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 I mean, Firebolt,
Light him up
you
with
can still try to hit him with a Firebolt, but his AC is a little higher.
that's true.
But
But you can drop a
there,
Fireball
yeah.
on him if you want.
and all those guys.
Oh, that's true, because they're all still in the back there.
Yeah.
And the edge of the firebolt is 4 wide, isn't it?
Fireball.
I keep thinking it's
3?
3 for some reason. Yeah, let's do that. Why not?
Free
S&Gs.
Janie's gonna make some frog's legs.
Janie starts with the robe of
That is
stars.
raining now because now
And
we're
then
not setting
she
the ship
drops a
that we
fireball.
Want to rescue on
And
fire.
she actually still has a 5th
I
level
don't
fireball,
think it'd be
so
particularly harmed.
she quickens spells with 2 sorcery points, and she will cast a 5th level fireball on ACB and what will now be D,
D for dead.
hopefully. So that is a dexterity saving throw, please, sir.
So, all right, so 4 dexterity saves, right?
Yes.
All right, so John, point him out for me.
Start at the back. B.
B, dex save,
Biatch.
17.
Fail.
C.
C, lower.
Fail.
A.
A, 19.
Makes it.
D.
D, 11.
Fail.
So A takes half damage. Everybody else takes full.
Janie's making frog's legs.
That's a decent number of 6s.
What were the other letters, John? There was A and who else?
A, B, all four marked
A, B, C, D.
30.
And A is the only one.
So
taking half.
36 or 18.
Okay.
Noise.
fire damage.
36 or 18.
And I only have to roll one fire surge, right? Because I used a magical item?
Correct.
Okay, so I don't surge. And can I flourish to wave my staff and see if they recognize it?
Yes, but there doesn't seem to be any kind of a reaction.
Okay.
So A is bloodied.
We're so racist. Like,
The
all
one
lizard
who
people are
made
the same.
Save is bloody.
Well, I don't know.
I know, I'm
They
kidding.
recognize the staff of the
And B,
1D,
B, C, and D are also bloodied.
Nice.
Nice. Did you say D was bloody?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
So they're all
Everybody's
bloody.
bloody.
A, B, C, and D is bloodied.
You're welcome.
Nice.
All right. Big explosion from Janie after trying the magic missiles.
That's what a sorcerer
Is that
for.
your turn?
That will be my turn. I don't think I can do much else.
All right.
Without a fizzy point.
I think you've done enough.
Strax, Hobgoblin,
Okay.
Artificer,
I'm going to
Rogue.
take the opportunity
Sorry,
attack.
Fighter. Artificer, Fighter.
Artificer fighter. Yeah.
One opportunity attack.
One
Okay.
opportunity attack, since I don't seem to be hurting much.
Try the spear. Ugh. AC 11.
No, it's all good.
All right, Die, you're done.
All right.
Jail.
Reach into my pouch, and I load on a funky glowing-looking bolt onto the crossbow.
Okay.
And I fire, and it shoots out in a big 60-foot cone in front of me.
This is the...
This is Conjure Barrage.
Conjure Barrage? Okay.
Yep.
Conjure barrage.
Garage.
Barrage.
Let's see. Dexterity saving throws for A, B, C, and D.
A, B, C, and D.
They're all in range.
Boy, they like making those saves. All right.
Yep.
So A, 17.
Fail.
All right. B, lower than 17. C, lower than 17. D, lower than 17.
Okay, yeah, they all fail. Where are my D8s? One.
Yeah, my save is a 19 now.
Mine's a 21 because I got that funky
Yeah.
thing.
It's like you're all 17th level.
Whoa. Dude, thunk. Where's my... There it is. Okay. And
I just got
unfortunately,
another
Conjure Barrage is
meta magic
only
too. I've got 4 of
3d8,
them
but
now.
hey.
Awesome. I think sorcerers are fun.
That's decent damage. 5, 11, 18 damage. To all three of them.
18 damage to
18
A, B,
damage each.
C, and D. Okay, so A and C get pincushioned, and they are dead. And you said it was 18?
It was 18.
Okay, so B and D are more badly bloodied.
Badly bloody.
Bonus action, I will instruct SDO1 to bite.
To bite.
To bite.
To bite. Still render. Let's see. So one force empowered rend. Is he really only still plus 4 to hit? That sucks. I think there's something wrong with that. I'm gonna have to look that up. But for now. Critical! Okay.
Nice. We've got to figure it
All
out.
right, so this is a critical from SDO1.
This is a critical from SDO1.
Very first.
That is the first. He's finally figured out how to use those TPs.
Rawr, bites
Ooh,
onto
nice.
that Sagan.
Good damage too.
17 damage.
Nice.
17
That's
damage.
a chumpy
Good
chump.
puppy. Good puppy.
SDO1 rips that Sagan apart.
Yep.
It is dead.
Yeah. If the damage was less, I was going to arcane jolt that, but didn't really need to. So. All right. That's action. That's bonus action. So fast turn.
Last turn. All right.
Well, we took care of your flanking issue.
Yep.
Right.
So,
Top of round 2, we have a bloodied caster on the Sahagan team and 2 undamaged Sahagan.
3.
Sorry?
1, 2, 3.
Oh, 3 undamaged Sahagan. And I don't think has anybody in the party taken any damage? A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit here and
2.
there. Okay. All right. So, the phone is ringing annoyingly.
STO1's the
So, Arvine, Asmar, Fighter Rogue, you are up.
right.
Stop around 2.
Okay. Let's see here. Step back there. Get some advantage.
Oh, hey, honey.
Oh, hi.
What you doing?
Killing stuff.
Cool.
And things.
So, Arvine moves into a flank with Matisse.
Alright.
I'm sleepy.
Swing. Alright. So, first attack. That is AC 30 to hit
30 hits.
for, let's see
I should
here.
just take him out just for that.
Right.
It's so hard he explodes.
12 magical force damage.
12. This is a fresh one, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Marker. Letter marker, please.
E.
E.
Echo.
How much was it again, Kate?
It was 12.
12. Got it.
Alright, so that.
Vrow, laser sword strike.
Swing again. AC 24 to hit
That hits.
for 12 again.
Up 12 again.
Alright, and then offhand.
Round, 2 hits.
Offhand hit. Let's see here. What is that? Is it 8? Oh, so close. AC 31 to hit.
That hits.
For boom, and I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 12. So that's 20. 12.
Math is hard.
15. 20.
It
Okay.
is.
27
everybody's staring at you.
magical force damage.
27. That bloodies. That's Hagen.
Alright. Sounds good. And then she is actually going to
3
use
strong strikes.
her final movement to step right over there.
All right. 3 awesome hits from Marvine,
Okay.
Asmar Fighter Rogue, and we're on to Matisse, the Eva Paladin.
Oh, I don't have advantage. Unless I moved, but I can't move.
Hey, oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Just trying to position herself to maximize Sentinel. Darn. I mean,
Well, I
you could
can
try to
move and
provoke.
take-
I mean, the chance of them hitting you is relatively low.
All right,
You want to
so
do
I'm
it?
gonna-
Okay, so 1 opportunity attack.
And if they do hit, they're not hitting for much.
Spear.
So
They seem to be mookie.
AC 17.
I will miss.
Tries to get you, but you just easily dodge it.
All right.
Wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
So it's going to be 20 to hit,
20 hits.
and that is going to be for 14.
14. That is
F.
F.
Effing frog.
Attack number 2. And that is going to be for 29 to hit.
That definitely hits.
And let's see. That is going to be for 21.
21. That bloodies F.
Nice.
2 more laser sword swings. Vrow. Custom Chris item. And is that your turn, Matisse? Okay.
That is my turn.
Sahagan. Let's see. That one that you just hit will just try to attack you back, right?
Alright, when it goes to attack her back, I Sentinel attack it with my reaction.
All right, do it up.
Alright.
Sentinel! Take advantage of its losing its attention on you to go after Matisse.
Alright, so AC 25 to hit.
That's
Alright. Oh, max damage. Nice.
this is on F.
Correct.
Okay.
Math, so that's 6, 12, 23, 30 magic force damage.
30. So it spins on Matisse, and you smash it on the back of the head, and it goes down.
nice.
I was going to say, that
One more.
That's dead. It was bloody at 20
Debating if
something.
we should be sapping these guys or trying to, but they don't speak our language.
Not at this
I
point.
get the feeling they're mooks. It's
Okay, so let's see. There's
Well, there's still one unharmed
There's one spear guy and one shooty guy.
and one over here.
Oh, yeah, that's right, him.
Right.
Him.
okay. So let's see. The one guy that is
E
E,
over here.
who's badly bloodied, and the
Very badly
the other guy's
burned.
unharmed, right?
This guy's very badly burned, and that guy's unharmed.
Okay.
Watching
Wow.
all this chaos
Yeah.
that's in front of him.
And I just ignored him.
You're just like,
walked away.
whatever, dude.
So those two spearmen, actually, well, the one spearman that's in the middle of the group disengages and books it towards the water.
That way?
Yeah. Yep. The other one books it towards the water,
Oh. So
and then the caster throws this ball of fire
Aww.
at you guys.
Counterspell.
Counterspell? What level?
4.
4? Okay, that's good enough. All right, tries to drop a fireball, and Janie again whisks her staff through the air and dispels this giant flash of
Nice.
magical energy above the port fin, and then can only move 30 feet, but basically tries to run off toward the water.
Can't get off screen.
That's okay. I mean, if you guys want to pursue any of them, you can. It's up to you.
You could Misty step toward him, you know.
So that is
I
the
could.
Sahagin. So we will go to
Right. Yeah, we don't
Janie,
have a lot of movement
Kalashtar,
right
Sorceress.
now.
Or you could just.
What have we learned about leaving our enemies alive?
Or you could just peg it with a magic
Do
missile.
we want to kill him, or do we want to try to interrogate him, though?
I mean, it would be good to have one.
Torture
to
him.
at
That's
least-
terrible. Oh, interrogate. Sorry.
Interrogate.
It would be.
Well, I mean, it's Janie, so...
if we find the city full of like a whole bunch of these people, it would probably be great if we didn't slaughter
Yeah.
every single one of them.
Especially since 2 of them just got away.
Yeah, they jumped in the drink.
They jumped in the water. Clearly, they're probably good at swimming.
Probably.
I'm not seeing the downsides here. We got a laser.
Frickin' laser.
That we don't know how to use.
Yet.
Get up on the structure and start trying to blast it with the giant laser.
With the freaking laser beam.
Frickin' laser.
Freaking.
What do you want to do on your turn, Janie?
He's more than 30 feet away from me. He's not more than 60 feet away from me, though. I cast Hold Person.
All right, what kind of save?
It is a wisdom
Wisdom?
saving throw.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw. Doesn't get any funky bonuses or anything, so here we go. 4.
He fails.
Very much fails.
Suddenly stops moving.
Okay.
Did you search?
I don't know. No.
No. Okay.
Oh, wow.
I'm too tired to search.
Too exhausted
Yes.
to search.
All right, so we will come out of combat. So you guys are approaching. You guys are approaching number 40 on the map of the Spelljammer, which is labeled on the map that I gave you as Draken Tower.
The magnifying glass.
That is actually a Draken is a second edition D&D precursor to the Dragonborn. Essentially, they're like humanoid dragon.
So we can think of it as
Creatures.
like an ancient race of dragon.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the stuff on this second edition map is not necessarily going to be relevant. I mean, we can certainly use the names that are listed there to indicate, certain things, but the numbers will generally do. I mean, I kind of figured that for the most part, I would just try to translate this into 5th edition. So that would be like the Dragonborn Tower, we'll just say. I mean, right now, the characters. Right now, the characters, you have this map because you got it in Jorn's laboratory, correct?
Yes.
Pull it off the wall.
Yeah, pull it out the wall. Okay. So he doesn't have the complete information that we have in this second edition printing from the materials. But again, I will try to translate as much of this as possible into 5th edition. So you are near that tower. As far as the PCs know, you are at that tower, which is number 40 on Jorn's map.
Okay.
And I'm going to say that the storm is just winding down here. So hold on a second.
The storm is abating.
So the storm winds down.
That was abrupt.
We hear a happy baby from the city.
And so you can see much more clearly now. You can see this entire, massive vessel shaped like a manta ray. Now with all like the beads of water dripping off of it from the storm, and those areas, number 3. If you look on the map, number 3, which are on both the left and the on the port and the starboard wings.
The stripy wings.
Spelljammer strips.
Yeah, those you can see from where you are near that tower. You can see that there look like there are vessels. At least on the port side where you are, you probably can't see the other side, but the port side you can see, and it looks like there are vessels, basically on like those sort of landing strips, and they seem to be in the same shape as the Spelljammer.
Interesting.
So, not like little ships that lizard people would have come up on. No.
You don't think so?
Okay.
So you are standing near that tower. You can see a bunch of little Spelljammer ships on the wing there. How would you like to proceed?
Well, first things first, let's secure this tower here. I don't want lasers coming out after us. And if we get visitors, which I'm not expecting right now, but, weird things happen, we at least have some kind of defense.
Do we have a held lizard person with us?
Yeah, we got a hell of a person with us.
It lasts
You want to knock
for a
him unconscious?
minute.
You want to knock him unconscious?
I pap him.
Oh yeah. What did you do with the held Sahagin?
Well, I had him held for a minute, so if someone wants to knock him
papped
out,
him.
Knock him out, time
Yeah,
out,
knock him out.
remove
Let's take him to the
spell
tower.
components.
Okay,
Hey, any
we'll say
cool spell
he's
components?
unconscious, and you bring him to the tower.
Any relevant spell goodies?
Yes, like Backguano and other things that are
like
necessary for
components.
fireball and other type spells.
Okay.
nothing that I don't already
Nothing
have.
cool.
I'm sure.
Yes,
All
correct.
right. No cool magic items. Check.
All right, let's drag him to the tower. See what we got going on here.
Okay.
Who knows? Maybe we can use him as a hostage if there's more in the tower.
So the tower is easily accessible from a door, from a wooden door.
Is there anyone in there?
Wouldn't. That's a little surprising, but whatever.
Right now it's closed.
Okay.
I'm kicking in
Is
the
it
door.
unlocked?
Knocking down the door.
Are we gonna
Like,
try
you're
to
probably right, John. It's
handle?
probably not metal. We'll say it's sorry. It's probably not wood. It's probably metal.
Knocking down the door.
Oh my goodness. Who gave these guys wine? Oh, right. That was us.
I gave myself
So
some wine.
the door is slightly ajar because they all came rushing out of it to attack you.
The door's ajar?
The door is ajar.
The door is a door.
No, it's ajar.
You better hurry before it becomes a can.
Blue flag.
Let's go.
All right.
So you go inside the tower, and basically there's a spiral staircase that goes up to the next level, where you see a very large laser cannon situated up on the second level.
I mean, there's no one else up here arming it, right? Manning it.
Nobody else in here. All right. Well,
No, there's no one else in there. I mean,
I close and secure the door, and then head on up to the top of the tower so I can get a good look around.
so I mean, you get to the very top, and you just get a little bit of a better view. You can see sort of through some of the city, and you can now see that there's another landing strip with little Spelljammer ships on the other side of the city.
Okay. Do I see any people moving around in the city? Or does the city look deserted from my
Make a
angle?
perception check for me.
Make a perception check.
Everyone or just Tim?
Oh, I'm the one that's...
I think you're the
you
one
can
that's-
come up and join me, but I'm kind of looking around. Let's see.
I take a look too.
Okay, you go up there with
my
him. Okay,
wisdom.
sure.
I got exactly my passive, 15.
15.
I did not.
Okay.
Passive is 13.
You're a little ways away, and there's a lot of structures over there. There are some balconies and things that are outside of the structures, but you don't see any movement.
Okay. Nah. Well,
We should probably take a look at this city somehow, Strax.
well, yeah, easy way to do that would be to go there.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of tired, and I need a break.
Well, the city may offer the best place to rest.
we got a nice tower here with a laser cannon.
This is
That's a
true.
fair point. You know?
And a
For
metal
once, I have to
door.
say that my brother actually is making a good point.
And it's actually
It pains
secure.
me to say that. Out.
And it's actually secure too. So
Okay. So long rest.
I guess we will attempt to take a long rest because I got a bit of tinkering to do.
Now, long rest only restores 1 level of exhaustion, right?
Correct.
Correct,
Okay.
but
Do you have lesser restoration? Or do you need greater to recover exhaustion?
I might
Hold
a
on.
greater. Actually, I don't remember.
Someone has a magic item with it, but I don't know if we want to burn that. just
That's right.
for this.
You got some funky things from the perfume lady.
Or from the charm shop, whatever it was.
Whatever it was.
Yeah, she
The charm
cast
shop,
something
yeah.
on you. The snake lady.
what did she guess on me?
Yuan Ti. She cast a charm on you.
I don't track that stuff. If you didn't write it
She
down,
cast
I
a
don't
charm
know.
on
Pretty
you
sure we put
that
that in your
gave you
notes.
6 charges, of which 2 would cast lesser restoration.
Oh,
for
there it is.
free.
6 charges. Oops. Greater restoration or lesser can be cast.
Right.
Okay. So
So the question
So now you got to look at lesser
is,
restoration or greater
If you
restoration.
do lesser, would that help us, or would you have to do greater? In which case, I would say you shouldn't waste it for that, because greater does some other things that are much more important.
Yeah, if I remember right, it was 1 charge for the lesser, 2 charges for the
Yeah.
greater.
that
It's
seems
2-4.
It was 2-4.
It was.
that seems
Seems weird, but
Good
okay.
job remembering, dude. I give you a fist bump for that.
Are you sure it was 2-4K? That sounds steep.
I'm pretty sure.
I didn't
don't know
write
if
down
you-
the
Maybe it was
specifics of
1-3.
it.
I don't know if you spoke in error the last time that when you introduced it to us, Chris, but that's what I remember.
I don't have it right here in front of me. So how many charges did it have?
6
6? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Lesser rest.
6 charges greater 6 charges restoration greater or lesser can be cast is what I
The condition can, for lesser, the condition can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned. Lesser does not take care of exhaustion.
Okay, so
And that's the only thing I've got prepared.
A greater restoration.
I have lesser restoration prepared. But
So regardless of what may have been said in
I do
that
too.
adventure, Greg, I'm going to say it's 6 charges of lesser, or you can spend 2 charges for a greater.
Okay, which that would make sense.
so you could cast it 3 times.
Which wouldn't get everyone.
Shouldn't get everyone, but hey. Honestly,
It
I.
only takes care of 1 level.
That's right.
Exhaustion.
Right, but if we're going to take a long rest, that'll take care of the other.
That's right. I should have rolled that with disadvantage, but that's all right. I didn't-
My daughter
I mean,
is
it's up
joining
to
in.
you. There are other things that, like greater restoration, I think can remove cursed conditions and other things that are potentially much more nasty. Than
I
just
mean-
having disadvantage on ability checks.
Disadvantage on ability checks is annoying, but
it's
we can
not
work around it.
life-threatening.
Yeah, so
I
we
mean,
can help
having
each other.
one more
right?
day where we
Yeah.
have to deal with ability checks is not a big deal.
No.
So I'd say let's.
So I'm
hold
going to
that.
save that.
The,
Sure.
the half speed is an issue.
So the long rest will hopefully kill
And the
that.
long rest will kill that for all of us if we get it.
Okay,
So let's do
so
that.
let's do that.
Long
Okay,
rest.
I will secure. I'll double check, make sure that the door is properly secured and locked.
Keep our rotational washes.
It does have a lock on it, but you don't have a key, and the Sahagin didn't seem to have a key either.
I have a set of lockpicks.
You have a set of lockpicks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Will lock pick set lock the door?
In theory, if
in
you
real
hit
life,
the
it
pins,
can.
you can swing it. Yeah, yeah, it should do the same
Make
thing.
a dexterity check for me.
Oh,
Okay, that is
Can
a
someone help
dexterity
him?
check.
Do you have proficiency with
theory-
thieves?
Ar-
with
Arvine
proficiency
does.
to be able to
Arvine could help. yeah.
Could you?
No.
She does have the proficiency,
But it's kind of a one-person thing.
It is. It is.
It's okay. You get advantage on checks made with tools.
I do have advantage on checks with the tools. That's right.
but you have
Because I'm a
disadvantage-
tool master.
disadvantage on your exhaustion.
Right.
So at least
So
you're
I roll
neutral.
normal. So I
Okay.
roll normal.
Sure.
Okay. Thank
show.
you.
Well, we should have some with guidance, but we don't have any flavors
okay.
in the party.
I
of
could
that.
bend luck.
There we go. He is safe.
That's okay. 6 plus dex is 7 plus proficiency 7. 13. Hang on.
Hanging on.
Since I'm about to take a long rest anyway, I will go ahead and use my intelligence and pop a flash of genius for another 5 on that. So 13.
So it's 18.
Yes, so 18.
Okay. You hear the tumblers tumbling, and something's clicking, and you try the door, and it doesn't seem to be opening.
Okay, good. Good. All right, door's secured. Let's take a break. I want to try out a few things.
Matisse just collapses.
Okay, so you succeed in
Somebody's gonna have to look over Mr. Sorcerer dude.
getting a long rest.
I got him right.
He's knocked out,
Rotation
though.
of watches.
No, but he wakes up.
Wake up during the long rest
He wakes up during the long
Rotation of
rest.
watches.
and keep him tied up.
Yeah.
Do you keep him gagged?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, you have to check off
Otherwise he
recover
can cast
one level
spells.
of exhaustion.
We can
Just
check off one
asking.
level of
I
exhaustion.
cast my wild magic sorcery thing that makes him speak pink bubbles.
Doesn't work that way.
I wish.
All right, now down to one level of exhaustion.
Yeah, so you get a long rest. That Sahagin is awake, but bound and gagged.
I don't know how we communicate with
Yeah,
them.
no one understands that language.
Does anybody have comprehend languages in the party?
I do not.
We should have looked at universal translators or something at Sigil. I wonder if that exists.
Sahagin
People
seems,
can't understand me. That's their problem.
The Sahagin seems, kind of concerned with its current
I have
situation.
commune with nature, but I don't think that would work in this instance.
Probably not.
Well, if we're taking a long rest, no, I can't do it on a long rest. Does anybody have it in their spell book?
Oh my god, I totally forgot that they had advantage in their attack rolls.
We might have gotten another 4 points of damage at some point.
I would have liked it.
Now there's ogres.
You have the ability to rework your spell book on a long rest.
I do not.
Have any?
That spell is not in my available
Okay.
list.
Is it in hers or his?
I don't have that
Hers?
ability as a
I don't have
sorcerer,
the. I
but-
can't learn spells out of a
Okay,
spell book.
that's your fairies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
That's a wizard
Okay.
thing.
Are you repairing GH88?
I am repairing GH88, so let's get him back into the fray. I am also whipping up a new.
Whipping out.
Whipping out, yeah.
Thought about that.
A new
What?
infusion.
I
Thank you.
like
That's the word.
watching him turn the color of his shirt.
Thank you.
It is
It's
very,
funny.
very
Especially with the
close.
wine, it's easy.
Yeah.
Read for the listeners.
An amulet of health, which bumps my constitution up to 19
From what?
Nice.
From what?
from my infusion.
No.
From what?
From what number?
Oh, it was like 13.
It was like 13.
Be more specific.
I thought that was pretty specific, actually.
They knew what I meant, John. You didn't know what I meant.
We got Sarah big time.
Your daughter likes when I laugh.
She is. She's laughing. She's laughing along with it.
Oh.
Is that funny, sweetie? Is that funny?
He's a goofball.
Is that funny?
Anyway, that gets my hit points up to 167.
Nice.
Wow, he's ahead of me. Finally.
Up until now, you've always had the lowest hit points.
Amulet of Health is a good one.
You said 167?
Yep.
Okay.
Give me that.
That was like 34 hit points.
Well, here, you can actually, you want my amulet of proof against detection and location? You can only have one amulet.
I don't have any right now.
Oh, yeah. Here, you can have
He's
it.
asking
Nobody
for
can
what
have it.
his.
Nobody can find you.
I just
Actually, it might be more useful to you. People are looking for you.
Sure.
That is
I'm
true.
gonna take. I don't think I have an
She's the
amulet.
bounty hunter, you know.
Well, you two figure it out. I got an amulet of proof against
And it's up
detection and
to-
location.
That would make
Yeah,
more
you
sense
take-
for you, actually.
I mean, the
than
Red
what-
Bounty Hunter tried to take you,
Yeah, that's true.
so
That is true.
you take it.
Okay.
The
So,
red bounty hunter that's standing right next to you.
yes.
I'm just kidding.
The one in the red.
The red shaded bounty hunter.
Oh yeah, John, are you burning slots on your private sanctum too? Because if you're doing that, then the amulet is moot.
I mean,
Why would
it's
we use a private sanctum if we're locked in a tower?
well, the private
We're
sanctum.
safe like little princesses.
Yeah. Well, the private sanctum would protect the whole group from being scryed.
Oh.
And things from teleporting in.
And things from teleporting
yeah,
in.
yeah.
I mean, I've got the spell slot. I might as well, but it's still useful for when we're not sitting on our asses.
What is he?
Useful in general.
Amulet of proof against detection and location. Essentially, it prevents you from being scryed.
It makes you less detectable.
True that.
No one can detect your magic.
So I'm going to remove that from my inventory. And you two can figure out. You two can figure out who wants it.
I think it makes more sense for Arvine than it does for Matisse.
Okay.
Really?
Well, Matisse is going to come back no matter what happens.
Yeah, true.
And yeah, and I've also got a pair
Think
of
about the
winged
character. I think
boots.
Matisse would make you take it.
One of your infusions is winged boots?
Yep.
That's pretty cool. It's one of the first magic items I remember getting was winged boots.
Yep.
I think my first character.
Swift foot boots.
My first character was a rogue, and I remember him getting the boots and being able to fly and thinking it was like the coolest thing in the world.
Remember that time when my rogue got to climb spiders?
Spider
I do believe that.
That's what I wanted to
Swift foot boots.
What's that?
Swift foot boots.
Swift foot boots.
That's a magic card that gives something haste. It doesn't
Yes.
give flying.
Yeah.
But there is a magic item, a magic card that is equipment called winged boots.
And it gives me a fly speed equal to my walking speed.
Or is it wing sandals? Anyway.
For a duration, I think it lasts for like 8 hours, and then it has to recharge.
Okay.
So, but
That's a really cool thing to have. I remember thinking
I can turn it on and off.
Cloak of the Bat, I remember thinking it was really cool too.
Are you sure she's not Greek?
My baby's very talkative. Ba, 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 ba.
She's saying a lot of stuff.
She's so cute. All right, so you have your long rest, and John, you've redone your infusions, Strax's infusions,
Yeah,
and
John, are you done?
you have
I'm done.
GH88 is all set.
It's all fixed up.
It's all fixed up.
SDO1's all fixed up.
Good. Okay. So you are on the port wing of the ancient ship, the Spelljammer, in the tower with a giant laser cannon on it. So
Can I play with the cannon?
how would you like to proceed? It's a clear day. I mean, you can try to play with the cannon if you
She
want.
wants to shoot the cannon at something? I'm good with that.
I want to shoot the cannon.
Oh boy.
Make an investigation check, please.
I'll help you.
Okay.
I think we should try to go to the city part of this.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, we're definitely getting there.
9.
But Jenny wants to have fun
9.
with the cannon.
Who's cannon?
She misses Earl. Come on.
Okay, so Janie tries to.
Earl would not forgive me if I didn't try to play with the cannon.
Right.
You start like trying to figure out what it is, and like you hear a sound that sounds like, and then nothing.
So we powered it on.
You think you maybe powered it on in some way?
If only you had a brother that was good with mechanical equipment.
I hit it.
Things.
With your staff? Okay, go ahead.
What do I do?
Make an attack roll.
An attack roll
Make an attack roll.
with my staff?
Yes.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Don't break it.
Proficiency and strength.
Well, my staff has a hit DC.
It's just automatically calculated. It's your strength plus your.
So you're telling it gives you an attack bonus already, yeah.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
19.
19. Okay.
Smack that cannon.
Smack that cannon. Hey.
Object armor class. Put this under
Hit the
iron.
console.
Iron and steel is a AC 19. What'd you hit?
19?
AC 19.
All right. You managed to inflict a small amount of damage on it.
Don't break it.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. There's no damage. You do hit it pretty solidly, but there's no damage to it.
Dunk.
Oh my goodness.
Before you break it, let me look at it.
Figure it out.
We really don't know anything
I'm gonna
about
see
this
if I
ship.
can
Why do we?
artificery it
Okay, so you can do investigation with advantage.
with advantage.
We probably want to figure out how to control this before it moves
Not with
forward
advantage.
on its own.
Why not? Oh, because you're exhausted.
Yep.
Before we get attacked.
Oh, I should have done that with disadvantage. Whoops.
Yep. That's okay.
Do it with disadvantage.
19.
Well, it still would have been under a 9.
Oh, we
That's
took
okay.
long rest, didn't we?
19.
The effect is the same for you. Just clangs off of it. 19 for Artifice. Okay.
Matisse opens the door.
So you do see that
It's locked.
you do see that Janie managed to turn it on and power it up. You're pretty sure that you can figure out how to aim it and shoot it. You can also see that essentially there is it can be controlled from somewhere else on the ship,
Oh,
Interesting.
but it can be controlled from here using this pad in front of you. But it also has controls that go somewhere else on the ship.
Probably like a bridge of some kind. So, all right.
Yeah, you're pretty sure the Sahagin were just like randomly hitting buttons
Probably.
and got it powered up and started just shooting it in random directions.
So they hit.
And it just happened to hit your ship.
Blast
So
my
they're
ship.
probably not the
Forget
brains of the operation.
that. Probably not.
Okay.
Drax, open this door. I want to get out of here.
All right, I'll be right down. Hey, Strax, do this. Strax, do
Okay, this is the
Strax.
button I hit to power it off, right?
You remember which button you pushed, so yeah.
Yeah, okay. I assume I gave her some basic instructions.
Sure.
Well, I was figuring it out. All right, well, let's go back down and reopen that door.
Okay, I'm going to say because you locked it, you don't really have much difficulty unlocking it. It's fine.
Okay. All right, well,
That's my girl.
we got this nice path right down here.
What are you doing with the bound and gagged Sahagin?
Oh, yeah, that's right, we got him. I keep forgetting about him.
Just leaving the tower? That's fine.
I don't know, we can't really talk to him. Well, let's drag him with us. Maybe we can use him as a hostage for somebody in the city, because there's nobody in the tower to use him as a hostage.
I mean,
what if they get scared that we come in with a bound and gagged person?
Oh, that's good. Then they run away.
What if we don't want her to be scared?
Well, maybe
That's their problem.
Maybe they can tell us something about where these creatures came from, if they're part of the local populace, if they were invaders trying to take over the ship.
Then again, maybe we'll come across some of his enemies, and they'll be happy with us.
so to describe, like, as you're leaving the tower, describe exactly what you're doing with the Sahagin.
Yo, strong person, carry him over your back.
Over my shoulder.
Over your shoulder? Okay.
Gagged, bound,
Yep.
components taken.
Okay, the Sahagin starts to struggle on your shoulder, Matisse.
Don't mess with me.
Knock him or her out.
It is going to try to wriggle itself free, but it's definitely going to have disadvantage. And you're going to have advantage on a strength check.
Normal.
So it'll be normal.
So normal. Oh, that's right, because you're exhausted. Hey, it's coming up. It's actually relevant.
I don't think we've ever actually been affected by our
I think you're
exhaustion
fine.
before.
18 plus 7.
25? Okay, with disadvantage, you got a 7.
Okay. He's not going anywhere.
Not going anywhere. But
Thought I told you to stop.
Thank you.
you
Knocked him out again.
you think the sight of the water made it want to go away, go into the water.
Yeah.
Let it go home, but it would be better to get answers first.
No, don't leave your enemies behind you.
All right, so looking at this map, you guys are at the tower,
They're chumps.
the Dragonboard Tower. Where are you headed?
To the city?
Well,
Towards the middle.
Or to the control part of the ship, if we can find it.
we have this nice path to follow that kind of leads roughly towards the back of the ship, and I can't see what those numbers are.
Those are the city.
The show tower.
There are
number
towers in the
30.
city.
C and D, whatever
Yeah.
those are. Batteries.
We need to print a bigger map.
What kind of battery? Like battery?
Duracell?
Yeah, exactly. Battery like power source or battery like
Battery arm.
yeah.
They say human and dwarven contingent.
Oh.
Interesting. Barracks.
Yeah, I feel like it's it was once a location for troops, essentially.
All right. Well, we definitely need to clear that place out. We don't need them at our backs.
So check the batteries.
Yeah,
Check the batteries.
so you're basically you're gonna follow that wall
Yep.
that runs down
Yeah,
the back end of the ship.
path, wall, whatever. it
Yeah,
is.
that area that looks like a fort.
Okay. So you basically get down to the
We're gonna fork
batteries,
the fort.
and you find a bunch of weapons and armor, things like that in there.
Anything magical?
Is that 39B?
Do you have detect magic up?
I can if anybody wants me. Give me 10 minutes.
Check it.
Yes.
All right. Well, time to polish up the monocle.
Okay.
God, this thing is tiny.
I'm
That's what she
struggling
said.
with it. Oh.
You hope not.
Yeah,
Shots fired.
I've actually got the map on. I've got the map on my tablet. So I should send you all the images, so then you can put them on your tablets and zoom in on it and stuff.
That's not you. Why? That would be using technology to our advantage. We can't do that.
He says as he stares at his tablet.
Okay, so you basically you find those two batteries of weapons and armor. Now you casting detect magic, Strax?
I am casting detect magic.
Okay. You do not sense the presence of magic within the first tower.
And no sense of life, lizards, anything like that.
I don't think you have detect life from it.
No, I know. I'm just saying. And when we're looking at it, we don't see any signs of like recent habitation.
He doesn't see anybody scurrying around.
No.
Detect
But
existence.
can you read detect magic for me? There's something interesting that may be applicable here. I'm not sure how detect magic works exactly, but if you wouldn't mind reading it.
This I can do. Detect magic.
Singing like me.
For the duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn its school of magic, if any. The spell can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
He said penetrate.
I did say penetrate.
So when you cast it, make a wisdom save for me.
A wisdom save.
Yes,
Interesting.
please.
You're near me, so you get +2.
Okay, but is that with disadvantage because of exhaustion?
Exhaustion, that's the third level of exhaustion. Is disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws.
Okay, so this is just okay.
My thought going into that fight was that some people were going to be attacking with disadvantage, and that my guys are going to be attacking with advantage. But you guys all made the save, and then I forgot about that mechanic. So it didn't really quite work out the way I intended, but that's okay.
1 wisdom save gives me 16.
16, okay.
Oh wait, no, 7. No. That's right. I got a bonus from there because I have a freaking ring. So that's 17 plus your 2 gives me 19.
19, okay. So you feel this feeling of almost being like overwhelmed by like severe magical, like some kind of a magical presence.
Magical everything.
Yes, so like a very, very strong magical presence, and it almost overwhelms your mind to the point where you think you're going to pass out or, be severely hurt in some way or something like that. But then you're able to kind of calm yourself, and
That's not good.
and then it kind of basically goes to like a baseline. So you think you can still pick out individual things, but there's an overarching magical something.
Okay. I mean, if you want to give me some kind of like penalty on it, I'm fine with that. Like reduced range or something.
No,
No?
it's okay. It's something that is there. I mean, you would have suffered a penalty if you had failed to save.
Okay.
But you made the save, so now it's just kind of there. It's just always in the background while you have that up. There's this strong, almost like vibration or hum that kind of runs through your body because something of extremely powerful magic.
I don't like it when things run through my body.
Would Janie, with her intuitiveness with him, notice that he had some sort of reaction that's out of the ordinary?
Make a perception check with advantage because he's your brother.
So normal.
So normal.
Why'd you roll 2?
Normal. So she rolls 2.
+2.
That's for a check.
It's what was that, perception?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
That's
There's
all
too
right.
many numbers.
That's all right.
So 23.
23. Okay.
You probably would have noticed me stagger a little bit, like whoa.
Well, it's not
That's his call.
it's not necessarily obvious to other people.
Okay.
But it is obvious to you.
It is obvious to me.
Yes.
So after you come out of that, you hear me in your head. What was that, brother?
This place is very magical. Try to don't focus too much on it.
Do you think it's just the room, or do you think it's the whole ship?
No, I think it's everything.
Do you think it's the ship?
Everything. So yes, which
Okay.
includes the ship.
Okay.
But
Do you want to tell the others, or do you want to keep that a secret?
I don't see any of them with having to worry about magical senses.
Okay.
Okay, so there's nothing in that tower outside of the baseline of magic that you sense.
I'm going to. What are the weapons made? Are they standard metal weapons?
Yeah, they're all standard metal weapons. There's full plate armor. There's shields. It's
I'm going to go ahead and take several of them and put them in the bag.
okay.
They'll be useful raw materials later.
Sure.
Because I got a new spell.
Okay, cool. You guys are 17th level. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I have the spell Fabricate,
Oh, nice.
which lets me make anything as long as I have the raw materials.
Okay,
Well, now I've got a whole bunch of raw materials that I can pull out.
that's cool. That's
Good
cool.
for business.
Yep.
Good for business. Are you moving on to the
Next tower?
The next tower?
Next tower. Next battery.
Next. Battery up.
I might as well keep the monocle polished.
So you were in the human contingent in that battery, and now you're in the dwarven contingent in that battery.
Dwarves might have some magical weapons.
It's possible.
You see basically dwarven-sized armor. I mean, the weapons are pretty much the same size, but some of the armor is a little bit different because of the size of the dwarves. But you don't sense anything magical in there.
Okay. And no signs of recent habitation.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, looks like the batteries are dead, so.
Batteries not included.
Yeah.
Both of you.
Nerds.
Oh my god.
So we might as well.
What's the story tower? Shui?
Go to the city.
Shishu?
Well, we have our options. We have big tower, or we have the front. Where do you think
I
we
don't
might
even know
find
where we
the
are.
bridge?
We're at 29B.
We're kind of down here.
There's a
39
captain's
feet.
tower.
Is that what that says? No, Shu Tower? 30?
Shoot, fly.
Yes.
Shoe.
The
Patch a shoe tower.
the shoe were basically an Asian themed sort of group that is actually present on the rock. There's basically like a neighborhood of shoe on
So
the
this
rock.
place seems like it might actually be similar to the rock.
Yes. Yeah. I
From
mean,
what we're seeing so far, there's lots of different races present.
yeah. At least like this is all from Joran's research. So based on Joran's research, this was sort of like the way that it was set up with the information that he found.
Okay, so for the interest of role playing, how much of what we see on here do we know about the names of these things and what their purpose was? Like, do I know that number 37 is the armory? Or do I just see it marked as Big Tower?
37. No. We'll say that Joran's map is
Primitive
yeah.
at best.
It's accurate enough. It's fine.
Okay,
Okay.
So we have basic names.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You
In
gotta
that
check
case,
the armory.
I mean,
And yeah. So one thing which
if we're going to find any kind of resistance, then they're probably going to be around the armor.
I know you guys have made checks with regard to trying to find out information about the Spelljammer at different points, and I don't remember everything I told you, but I will say that you know that possibly through discussions with Joran as well, you know that there are times when the Spelljammer is inhabited by different groups.
Right.
You know,
You did.
I did
mention
say that. Okay.
Yes.
So basically, Joran's map is a snapshot of what the Spelljammer was like at a certain period in history.
Okay.
So there have been many generations, probably
Maybe
before
move
that,
things around.
when everything was different and had different inhabitants. So this is just a snapshot.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
It's the best we got, so we might as well go with it. And if there's that big tower says armory, that's probably where we're going to find
So
any
we
potential
check the armory
resistance.
and then try to clear the rest of the city and find where the control center is.
Well, it's at the back, so we
Yeah.
start from there and work our way
That
forward.
sounds like a good plan.
I would imagine there would be some kind of captain's quarters on this ship.
There is.
They're up at the front.
Oh, it's up at the front.
Areas 4 and 5.
Yeah.
Yep,
well, we
do-
can clear forward to there, and hopefully it'll be night. Time for another rest at that point. Stay
Yeah,
there.
I don't think we have to go through all of these. Probably once we clear the armory, we can just work our way forward through the city.
Just look for activity.
A ship like this probably has some way of finding out what is around. So we might find that on the bridge.
Where's
Okay.
the bridge?
Where is the bridge? I don't know. We'll
not
find
on
it.
the
There,
It's not on the map.
I was looking at this earlier. There are captain's quarters and there's a captain's tower.
Okay.
I don't believe there was anything on the map that referred to a bridge
So the
or even a
captain's
control
tower
center.
might be the control
Well,
center.
there's some kind of control
That's
center.
probably the
Could
best
be.
educated
Whatever the
guess.
control center is, I'm calling it the bridge.
Yeah. So the captain's tower might be the best bet for that.
Number
But let's
7.
start with the armory and then go there maybe.
Yeah, all right.
So the captain's tower is towards the back too, right?
Towards the front.
Yes,
okay.
number 7.
Okay.
Most of the way to the front.
Yeah. So work our way forward, like you said. Look for activity.
So I mean, essentially, you do find you do find that the map is pretty accurate. You know, Jordan did a good job of figuring out
Kudos, Jordan.
what the population was. I mean, I'm sure over the years, like even if they had different people living here, the armory was probably still the armory. You do occasionally find different remains. You do find some remains of. Actually, would you know? Okay, so let's see. You're going from the armory, and you're going from the tail end toward the front, right?
Yep. I'm also keeping an eye on our captive for any of his reactions.
Okay.
Because I'm just thinking if he knows something about it and someplace to avoid, he's probably going to start to panic.
Yeah, Arvine's
If we go
keeping
there.
an eye on everything. So
Okay.
hopefully she'll notice most things at this point, but we'll see.
Why would RV notice anything?
Let's go to the Knoll ruins.
24 passive perception.
Under the assumption that he or his people have explored the ruins, explored the ship.
So there's an actual school on the ship?
Well, it is a ship. It is a fish.
Academy of Human Knowledge.
Oh my god, seriously?
Oh, I just got that. Damn.
So when you get to 28, which is the Hulk Tower, you do find what essentially looks to be a petrified Umber Hulk.
Oh. Petrified as in scared, or petrified as in like.
So,
As in turned to stone.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that
So
could
it's-
indicate that a Medusa
so stone
lives
burrower
here,
turned to stone.
Or behold.
A beholder, a Medusa, potentially something.
Could be
magical.
Beholder,
Could have
Medusa,
been here.
Basilisk. There's lots of things that do that.
Yeah.
It could be a spell.
Eesh.
But you do find a petrified Umber Hulk in the Hulk Tower.
Oh.
Actually, it's a big green. No, I'm just kidding.
I suppose I can make an investigation check to get
Restoration.
a.
Wait, what? No.
I suppose I can get do an investigation check to get a rough idea of how old it is.
Investigation.
Yeah, I mean, Mason's tools are not on my list of proficiencies.
I'll let you.
though,
I'll let you
but-
do. I'll let you do it with disadvantage, but you already have disadvantage, so it's just disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Can your sister help you?
Just
Is
disadvantage.
she knowledgeable?
Yeah, you have to roll 3 20s. Take the lowest.
Is she knowledgeable enough on stuff like this?
Knowledgeable in
in
what?
any of her studies?
Any kind of stone
Creatures that are petrified.
How old they are?
or stonework or anything
Would
like that.
that
I don't know that she would have anything of that
be
variety.
Arcana or
Investigation.
Well, I'm doing investigation because I want to try to just get a rough gauge of how long it's been here. See if it presents an
If it's
eminent
recent
threat.
versus.
So
Right.
in your magical school.
If Janie wanted to make an Arcana check to try to figure out if
the
it
type of magic.
if,
it was,
if it is a statue, like if somebody carved it, or if it was actually a creature at one point, you could do that.
okay.
And
I would do
Strax,
that.
you could still make a check to figure out how long it's been there. All these checks are with disadvantage because you're exhaustion.
I don't know crap about stone.
9.
9,
6.
6.
No.
It looks pretty.
Yeah, you're not really sure how long it's been there.
I can't really get
or what turned it into that.
This one. All right.
Sucked to be him.
That was worth a try.
I
Or
mean,
it.
you're pretty sure it's not a statue because it would be weird to just have it here in the tower of the Hulk Tower.
But I can't get a sense of
No,
how
you're
long
not sure how long it's
Hulk
been
did
there.
not smash.
Or did he?
All right. Well, let's keep moving
She
and
was
just keep an eye out. Huh?
You also find a couple of you also find a couple of like really kind of old brittle arrows on the floor in this room as well. But that's really about all of interest in this room. So you keep on moving through.
We keep on keeping on.
Uh-oh.
So I'm just gonna take a quick look at the map here and see if there's anything else of interest that I have.
I want to go
Hold on.
shopping.
That's why we're going to the armory.
Store.
How much stuff has been abandoned
Armory's
in
going
those
to be
stores?
more interesting.
Macy's is
magical gadgets.
closed.
Jeannie wants jewels.
Okay, so essentially, you start making your way through the city, and you find some occasional weapons and armor that are just kind of like out on the street. Some of them have skeletal remains of people in armor in them.
It's always cleaned up.
We still haven't seen anybody.
No,
Live bodies.
no,
Any
no
bodies?
bodies. No, and there's been no more.
I ain't got nobody.
There's been no more Sahagin as well. So you go to which one is it? The
Captain's Tower, 7.
So we
Quarters of the
didn't.
tower.
Well, we were heading for the armory. Have we gotten to there yet?
I think he said we already went through there.
Yeah, you already went through there.
Oh, we did. Okay.
Yep.
I missed that.
There was nothing of worthiness.
Okay.
Yeah, so 5 and 7. Five is the captain's quarters, and 7 is the captain's tower.
Well, probably start with the tailor.
Well, we're headed from the back up, so we would start with the tower.
Okay,
Because 7's before 5.
hold on one second. Captain's tower.
When going backwards, yes.
When going that way.
Yeah.
7.
Don't say that when we're coming in from the back.
Oh, yes, you do.
Coming in from the back.
Don't knock it till you tried it.
Okay, so
A very hard carrot.
wow.
There we are.
Wow.
Give me off a piece of that carrot, John.
For the listeners, I've got a chocolate carrot. And, it's-
Wow.
and I've been nibbling on it.
Can't see it. Does it make it any better? It's a piece of Easter candy. And it's purple.
Okay, so you're at the captain's tower. And you are on the main level. And there is...
Bridget.
let's see. There is... you find a kitchen on the main level. You find a larder. And my daughter is talking. And you find a meeting hall, basically a room with a horseshoe-shaped table in it.
Okay. Any food, or is that all?
No, there's no food in the larder.
No food in the
No.
larder. Oh, that's disappointing.
So everything is disheveled in that it was left as it was from some kind of battle or something.
There's no indication of a battle, except maybe the room with the Umber Hulk. It was turned to stone, and there was some arrows on the floor. You find some really old dead bodies with some armor and things like that on them. But I mean, all these things are very random and scattered throughout the ship.
So there's no like bodies in armor out in the city itself.
You find one or two, yeah. You can't really identify what the body is unless you want to specifically. You can make like a medicine check maybe if you want to try to figure out what some of the bodies are. It's up to you. You're still exhausted if you want to try to figure out if it's they're humanoids. They could be elves. They could be humans. You don't find anything that's a little more obvious like a dragonborn or anything like that.
Roughly how long have we been walking around?
Probably like a half an hour. The
It
ship.
only took us a half an hour to go all over this entire
The whole
city.
The ship is like 3/4 of a mile across.
Oh,
So, it's not like huge, but I mean,
It's
assuming
huge for a ship.
it is huge for a ship. I'm assuming that you're not like spending 10 minutes in every spot.
So think aircraft carrier class.
I can think of that.
Yeah, I figured you could.
Yeah. So it's kind of like a. How big is an aircraft carrier, honey?
About 1,100 feet long.
How is that in miles?
That's like less than a quarter.
Less than a quarter. Okay.
So that's 3
It's
aircraft
close to a quarter,
carriers.
but
This is like 3 aircraft carriers. Okay.
oh boy.
That's pretty
Gotcha.
Big.
long.
it's probably you're talking a
But
good
you could walk that in a
half hour.
Kate is an
or so.
8-year Navy veteran for listeners who don't know that.
I would like to go upstairs and check out the captain's quarters.
Let's see.
I don't think we finished the tower.
Yeah, you're on the first level of the tower.
Well, yeah, I know, but there's personal quarters upstairs.
I was
Yes.
reading that as a separate building, but
No, it's
No, in the
a second
captain's
level.
Towers, there's personal quarters
Yeah.
upstairs.
It's
we
a
got
second
separate
level.
map for that.
Yep.
There's servant, slave quarters, and personal quarters.
Yep. That is correct.
I'm looking at the map.
Okay, I can barely see the map.
I can barely see it either, but I'm squinting enough to read it.
I'm not trying. I'm just looking and listening.
Okay, so yes, so there's the storage in the armory on the second level, and then there's the servant / slave quarters. Jordan wasn't sure if they had slaves or not. The captain's personal quarters are those 3 rooms, and then 7 outside is the upper patio where you can get a nice look over more of the city. So you go into the personal quarters. That's where you wanted to go, right, Janie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Still keeping an eye open for a control panel of any kind.
log or-
So you find like a bed, and you find a desk, and there's actually like a carpet in one of those rooms, and there there's a bed. It seems like a living quarters that have just basically been abandoned and not used for a very long period of time.
Maybe like logs, journals, things like that to be found.
Nothing like that. No, I mean, so far the ship seems largely to be like
Abandoned.
like a ghost ship. Except for the small bits of activity that you find with an occasional body here or there, and the Sahagin being on it.
No control panels. Huh?
So
No.
are things like dusty? Like they have cobwebs?
They're not dusty. No, they're not.
Magic, probably.
Or wet. We are on the plane of water.
Probably magic.
Unless they're all invisible.
I mean, it's not hard to assume that whatever remnants are here, like, the ship supposedly travels all throughout the known universe, and people sometimes, in different dimensions and different planes of existence, and people sometimes happen upon it, and they come on it and they investigate it. Maybe something's already there and they get killed, and then maybe what was there left or dies off. I mean, you just don't
Natural
know.
progression.
Yeah, I mean the thing is so ancient.
And a gem of seeing. Almost took the gem of seeing.
So do you want to move on to the captain's? What was the other
Personal
area?
quarters.
Yeah, it looks like we can go right across to Area 6 to go over there.
To the captain's quarters? Yeah.
Yeah, across the top of the upper warehouse there.
All right. So
Council chambers.
area 4 and 5. Yeah, you get the on the main level. You got the glass steel window. It's a nice observation port. There's the council stage, auditorium, and balcony over that. It's basically set up like a theater. And then you have the upper patio, and then the personal quarters, and then storage, and then common room. So you go into the personal quarters, and there is again there's no bed in here, but there's a desk set up, and there is a library of books, a very small bookcase on one wall.
Is there a chair in the room?
There is a chair in the room.
Okay. Actually, I'm going to investigate the desk.
Okay, give me investigation.
What do the books
I'll help
say?
you.
Okay.
Like if we look at the spines of the books.
Hold on a second, Greg.
Even helping me, I only get a 12.
12.
12.
Nothing of a particular interest. Greg, the spines indicate that there are a lot of like astrological texts and things about the universe and spacefaring and
It looked like a desk.
things of that nature.
Okay, so nothing kind of unusual or...
No, nothing unusual. I mean, it's what you would expect to have in the captain's quarters, actually, yeah.
Okay.
Did you think there might be something special about the desk, brother?
I'm still looking for a control panel somewhere.
Do you want me to check around?
Hey, have to.
Go ahead, Jenny, if you want to do investigation.
What's the play?
Disadvantage. Being exhausted. I mean, I gotta exhaust you guys more often.
Damn it. 10.
10. You don't see anything. Arvine, your passive perception is 24?
Yeah.
Is that right? Okay. So you see Strax and Janie, and actually Matisse too. They're sort of looking at the room, looking at the desk, looking at this, the books and the bookshelf and whatnot, and it looks to you like the way the wall is constructed. It's made of what you believe is marble. The structure is made of marble, and you think that you can see with your perception like this tiny little imperfection that runs the length of the bookcase on the wall.
All right, so I say, hey, something looks off about that bookcase over there. There's like a tiny little gap.
You sure
At
you're
the
not
one
just
side.
seeing things in your sleepiness?
I don't think so. I mean,
None of you can see it from a cursory evaluation.
Arvine goes over to look.
That's why I'm
look at
asking
it.
her if she's not seeing things.
Arvine goes over to look at it and starts looking for like hidden buttons or if the bookcase can move.
Okay.
Find a book. Hold the book.
You run your fingers along that imperfection, and it does feel like it could be a seam.
Okay.
It's very thin.
All right.
So it
carved.
seems like a
So
It seems like a seam.
she starts checking the wall, the shelf around for like moving the books, looking for buttons, looking
Okay.
for levers,
Give me an
looking
investigation check
for candlesticks.
I'll help you.
with disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to help,
She's
you
asked
can do it.
Strax for
You can do it
help,
with just a
so-
regular roll.
All right, here we
Or
go.
if you'd rather me do it.
No.
No, it's regular roll.
Oh, it's right.
It's a regular roll because you're exhausted.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like, oh, I finally figured out how to make you guys not nerf everything
15.
I do.
15.
15.
Yep.
Okay.
She'll let me do it. I'm kidding.
Wait, you're rolling?
Oof.
So
My
I mean,
fault. Lay my dice.
with the fact that you know that the seam is there, and the fact that you have somebody's help, you are trying to figure out something. You're trying to find something in the books and whatnot, and then you get a flash in your mind. You basically see a very brief vision from your goddess Mayhem that essentially directs your hand to a particular book.
What's it called?
It is called Your Butt in Your Face.
It's called Shut Up, Sarah. The GM didn't think of that.
No.
Kidding.
No. It is called agriculture.
Oh.
That's what it's called.
Agriculture.
Agriculture. That's all it says on it.
Okay.
Grown plants.
All right. So, I have that vision. Am I already holding the book, or am I? Can I find it?
As your hand is about to pass over
Okay, and I say this one.
you get the flash.
and I pull it.
it. Okay.
Good guess.
So you pull it out. Whoa. Nothing happens when you pull the book out, but you can see behind where the book was that there is an obvious panel that you can remove.
All right. I remove the panel.
Okay. And then there is a button.
Push the button.
Okay.
Move your hand.
And the bookcase slides.
Okay.
And
So to do the electric slide.
the bookcase slides and the marble kind of grinds, and it moves over about maybe 3 feet. And there, actually, I should probably say this. There are like continual, no, not continual torch. There's lights all throughout the Spelljammer that are on and that are active and that give ambient light. I mean, it's not really doing anything because it's daylight right now, but when you're inside, these little ambient lights are all over the ship. And you can see from the ambient light in this room, from the ambient lights that are in this chamber, that there is basically like a little tiny dais about 3 feet up off the floor inside there. And sitting on top of this little dais inside there is what looks like a crown. It looks a little bit kind of high-techy,
I think
a little science fiction-y.
Okay. I think this is for you. Do we want to rest before you try to use it?
We just woke up. Yeah, we're still tired, but whatever.
Okay.
You are familiar with
Out
the
of
fact...
game, there is a limit to the number of long rests we can take.
I mean, I'm scared about what could happen to her with us being exhausted, but worth a try. So,
There's
yeah.
nothing we can, there's nothing we can do
spell
about it.
slots. It's not going to.
I don't know if this is special. This
Well,
is
like
a
I said,
special ship.
Like I said, there's nothing we can. There's nothing
Yeah,
to do. It.
okay.
We can't immediately
He was
take
about
another
to say
long rest.
something.
You are familiar with the fact that there is an item. Chris is trying to remember. I think it's the Crown of Stars. That is basically a control device, which is not all that dissimilar from what Hal wears, because she's the navigator of the Star Runner, and she wears something which is similar to her Crown of Stars. Mm-hmm. So you're familiar with. I mean, this could be something that could control the ship.
Well, we have a crown that is the spell in the spell jamming
Star Runner.
spell jamming helm of the small guy.
The Star Runner.
Oh,
Oh, the Sky Coach.
And the
Sky
Sky
Coach.
Coach, yes.
So we know that it takes a crown to
Yes,
run
that's
the
true.
Sky
Yeah.
Coach,
I've just been using that
Which-
for a lot of things. So yes,
which I've used before.
you have used that before. Yes,
So,
yes.
So
because Hal has taught me how to
Correct, she
run a
did.
spell jamming ship.
that's right. On the ice
So-
planet, she did. Yep.
Arvian says, Janie, did you want to try this?
Well, I don't know if I'm ready to run this big of a ship.
You get a couple of freaking laser cannons.
Well, we don't even know if anyone's here with us yet.
There doesn't appear to be anyone around.
Well,
And we could search the rest of the city.
You haven't explored the whole ship yet, but
Yeah.
so far you haven't found anybody.
I mean, the helm might give you awareness of that, depending on how powerful it is. I don't know.
Is that something that can happen when you're wearing?
We don't.
In our previous experience, like how?
In Janie's previous experience, you could see everything going on around the ship.
Correct.
When
Okay.
you're in the spell jamming helm.
Correct.
I remembered that.
Good for you. That's awesome.
You could tell us in
Do you have
a hurry.
inspiration? I'll give you inspiration for that.
I don't have inspiration.
Take inspiration for that.
You gave it away. Now you got it again.
Because it was like having a full. It was like having like full monitor
Panorama.
of everything. Because you're
Correct.
driving the ship.
So in theory, yes, you could become
You're
aware
basically
of.
becoming one with the ship.
You could become aware of who is on the ship.
If it works like the Sky Coach and the Star Runner, then you would know if there's anybody else on the ship.
We need to be able to control it if we're going to keep it safe, right?
Keep it safe. Keep it secret.
You're pretty strong. I think you can do
And
it.
if we want to blast that stupid tentacle face out of the sky, yeah.
Captain Braun. She puts it on her head.
All right, yeah, you put it on your head, and that's where we'll end for this session.
Do we level up?
No.
I want to hit the table so bad.
All right, let's say goodnight to the listeners.
Good night.
Love you.
Thank you for listening.
If you enjoyed this podcast, please leave us a review anywhere this podcast can be found. Our social media links, plus additional content, can be found on our website at knightsofroleplay.com. Please tell your friends about Knights of Roleplay and Adventuring Podcast, and spread the word through social media. Your help and support are greatly appreciated.